Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Lucious Showcase. I am Lucious T, and welcome back to the backlog. This week we're taking a look at an Xbox One launch title that was supposedly going to be epic. Is it? Well, let's find out. Ryse Son of Rome was the one Xbox One launch title that I thought looked pretty decent. Though to be fair, the Xbox One and PS4 had pretty weak lineups. Anyone remember Knack? How did it get a sequel? Anyways, this was to be a God of War style game that just disappeared and became an $8 game that seemed overnight. Now, I don't remember what people's issues were with it, but let's just say Microsoft did not hit a home run with a new IP. Well, I picked it up a couple of years ago, and now seems like a good time to check it out. So, let's see what I missed. Ryse Son of Rome is a bloody good time, even if Ryse is spelled with a Y for no good reason. It's very clearly a launch title of a next-gen game. You can just tell. At times, the game will seem to show off something graphically for no good reason, or have a very beautifully rendered random shot. It's clear that Microsoft went balls out with this game. Now, the start menu is a little strange. It is here I can see the first potential issues. There's an online multiplayer component, one that's likely terrible, so I ignored it. This is also where you upgrade your character, which you upgrade with valor earned in-game or gold bought with real money. So I'm guessing day one someone could drop $50, max out all the stats, then dominate in the multiplayer, but I digress. Let's just talk about the campaign here. It's relatively short, which isn't a bad thing. It's broken down into 8 chapters, each retelling a brief part of Marius' life. Now, this game is a classic example of building a plot around a twist. In Chapter 1, you save King Nero and then proceed to tell him your life story, which sends you through chapters 2 through 8. It seems like an extremely awkward storytelling choice until they reveal that Marius is indeed Damecles reborn, the mythical figure of revenge adorned in black. Now, Nero is afraid this man is off to kill him. So once this is revealed, why the f*** aren't you stabbing a bitch instead of boring him with years of needless exposition? Well, apparently the gods have told Marius/Damecles that Nero must take his own life. So then what, you gonna talk him into killing himself? I know I'm spoiling a weak plot here, but that's really not what makes this game worth playing. Combat, bloody combat, stabbing, smashing, bashing, crashing, cutting, LT smash! LT smash barbarian good! Sorry. Combat is terrific in this game. It's heavy, brutal, efficient, and addictive. It all centers around executions and using those to boost one of 4 choices: health, focus, experience, or damage. I usually use the focus or health boost, as you can't heal any other way besides leveling up, and focus is a white bar that allows you to go into a Red Dead style time slow, where you can build up combos and execute hard enemies. Now, enemies can be executed once worn down with enough hits. This will give them a white skull over their head. However, some enemies can be executed earlier by running up a combo or breaking their defense. This is symbolized by a red skull. Once you see this, hit execute and you are given a... okay, it's a quick time event, but it's a fun one. The enemy will glow blue or yellow, meaning you need to hit X or Y to get bonus stuff. You still connect even if you miss, so if you dislike quick time combat, just ignore it. Oh, trust me though, you want to hit it because it makes the arm cutoffs and double executions feel so much sweeter. Another solid thing this game does is provide some interesting historically based level settings. You are going through some pretty sweet locales in this game, and there really aren't many good games that use Roman settings. Though apparently, Legionnaire armor is light and won't drown you if you fall off a boat, but hey, it's just a video game. Another reason the plot twist is so ridiculous is King Nero's sons are just the absolute worst douchebags in the world when you meet them. That the game has to be setting you up to kill them, so why on earth would you be saving the dad? The boss fights are more choresome than fun, unlike the regular combat, though the gladiator fight is very cool. And yes, the end of the game is one long quick-time event, so had I bought this as the marquee title of my fresh Xbox One console, I may have been a little irked. But years later, as a bargain bin grab, this game has a lot to love for how cheap it is. Time for some Lucious metrics. Serious fatigue. What's old is new. This game has benefited with time. We are several years removed now from the glut of games that played like this. While at the time it was a tired genre with a flashy coat of paint, now this game is a destination experience with glorious visuals and a fantastic, addictive combat system. Time sensitivity. God of War will likely upstage it. It's fun and all, and the Roman theme is great, but with God of War coming out, which will likely do all this so much better, this might be a game to play now. Controls. Weighty. The game does a good job of making you feel like a heavy Roman soldier. Whether leading a phalanx or manning a turret, everything has a heaviness to it. This is not a bad thing, but it is slow and methodical, not as mindless as some may like. Replay. None. I will likely never touch this game ever again. I would play a sequel though. Storytelling. Needlessly complicated. I broke my own rule by spoiling a lot of this game for you guys, but I'd rather have known going in what the plot was rather than wonder what the hell they were thinking with this awkward life retelling plot. And I love Greek and Roman mythology, and I have no idea who the two gods were supposed to be. Ryse Son of Rome is the perfect filler game. It's great when you want to beat something, get some quick achieves, and quench some bloodthirst. Sadly, it's one of the best exclusives on the Xbox One, which isn't saying much. Now, I did enjoy my time playing it, but it's no reason to go out and get an Xbox One, which unfortunately was the case when this game came out. Taking all that into account from the perspective of a binge-playing game finisher, I give this my Lucious T recommendation of backlog it. There you have it. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you for joining me. I know I gave it a backlog it. Once again, if you have an Xbox One, you've probably already played this. And if you have multiple consoles, there's better things out there. Wait for God of War later this month. And other than that, there's probably not many people out there that don't have a PS4 that haven't played this game. That being said, if you do take the time to play it, it's a good 6 or 7 hours. After that, never going to play it again. Although I think there will likely be a sequel, and I am looking forward to it. So anyways, it's been so nice getting a hold of you. Take care.